of two videos for tonight, or today, or tonight, rather. Whatever. Later on, you're going to see my top 12 best WWE pay-per-views ever list. I'm going to get all the... I'm going to, get, some events out there, but yeah. But anyways, this is my Wrestling Dumpsterfires video, and now, in 2 days, will be on my secondary channel, ECW November to Remember 1999. Let's talk about their first stint on ECW's television, on national television, that is. Now, earlier this year, I talked about the reboot of ECW in 2006. That was their second stint on national television, by the way. Under the WWE banner, that is. Let's talk about the first. First, we're talking about the first episode. What was the first episode about? Recaps of matches on hardcore TV and pay-per-views. ECW! But then, things got really bad quickly because the Dudley Boys were on their way out to go to the WWF. And they actually passed the APA test. But on their way out, they lost the ECW Tag Team titles for the last time against Tommy Dreamer and Raven. Yeah, that weird team. Well, this was right after Raven left WCW. Now, we get to the first pay-per-view on the national television era, that is. Anarchy Rules 1999. This is also an infamous night because Taz gave ECW their notice he's leaving after November to Remember, which we'll talk about that. So you lost Taz and the Dudley Boys, but you brought back the Sandman. But it won't be the last time we'll see Taz on for that. But yeah, everything was still going around. You got that stupid ass feud between New Jack and the Baldies. Oh god, I'm gonna have to fucking I'm gonna talk about that when we get there. But everything was fine. Unfortunately, Guilty as Charged 2000 was one of the last appearances of Sabu because he left after Guilty as Charged 2000. Oh great, more bad things are gonna happen to ECW. And bad it is because in April 2000, or before we get, we'll hold on that for a second. Also, Rob Van Dam injured its angle and he had to drop the television championship. Oh great, more bad shit happening. So, the television title was vacated, and rumors were in 2000 they were going to do Rob Van Dam versus Mike Awesome in a champion for the champion match at Living Dangerously 2000. Yeah, we did not get that match, unfortunately. That might be a future what if. Maybe later in season 4, but who knows. And then we get to, the infamous one. Mike Awesome, the ECW Championship, went to WCW. I'll talk about it in a future Wrestling Dumpsterfires video on Mike Awesome's run in WCW. But this is all about ECW, okay? So, ECW filed an injunction on this. So, Paul Heyman has to get Taz from the WWF to take the ECW title away from Mike Awesome. The only time in wrestling history that a WWF contract wrestler fought a WCW contract wrestler in an ECW ring for the ECW Championship. This one was not going to be a long run because Taz was under contract with the WWF, so he had to drop the title to Tommy Dreamer, to drop it to Just Incredible. And then after Hardcore Heaven 2000, Lance Storm left to go to WCW also. And then some point after all that, Raven left EC was going to the WWF, and he was going to leave ECW again because of it. more bad stuff happened. Come Heatwave, they're debuting the West Coast. And Paul Heyman has to borrow money from Vince McMahon. Yikes. And this is why when Paul Heyman was signed in 2001, because all the money he gave Vince McMahon, he has to give them back. Oh boy. And we don't want to talk about Heatwave 2000. It was one of the worst ones of the three on pay-per-view, that is. There was a XPW invasion. It was... I don't know what the whole story is. Yeah, I don't know what the whole is. There was also, I forgot to mention Living Dangerously 2000, the whole New Jack incident and the Danbury incident. I don't want to get into that one. So, they're moving on to their next pay-per-view, Anarchy Rules 2000. Well, this was the last pay-per-view on national television for ECW. Because the month prior, September in 2000, Raw moved from the USA to TNN, the same network that ECW was on. And as a result of after Anarchy Rules 2000, ECW lost their television show. And we're not done with that. Raw began after losing to Rhino was gone until Guilty as Charged 2001, the last ECW pay-per-view, original ECW pay-per-view, that is. But we'll move on from that. So, ECW had no big stars. Half of them went to the other promotions. And ECW were kicked off of TNN because of it. And then they did November to Remember, Massacre on 34th Street, the last two of 2000, and then the last. And then the last ECW pay-per-view, Guilty as Charged 2001, which, yeah, we all know about that. However, you know, there was also the Invasion angle, which we're not going to talk about, okay? Again. But that's all I have to talk about. This was honestly, them going on national television should have been the best thing about ECW. It turned out to be a disaster for them. Losing all those big names. But, yeah, we'll get to in the next video my top 12 best WWE pay-per-views ever. But that'll be later on. But anyways, like this video, comment down below, subscribe to this channel and my secondary channel, House Retro Reviews, so you can subscribe to that one also. And I'll see you for the next video later on. Goodbye.